Get her out, we don't treat charity cases here. Dr. Nolan Kincaid said it loud enough for the whole ER to hear. Seaview General Hospital, Norfolk, Virginia, fluorescent lights, hard chairs. A waiting room full of tired faces and quiet fear. At 11:48 p.m., Mariah Wells reached the intake window with one hand pressed to her right side. "I need a doctor," she said. "The pain is getting worse." Nurse Tessa Grady glanced at Mariah's gray hoodie and airport-tagged bag, then went back to the screen. "Forms," she said. "Insurance card, ID. My wallet is in my checked luggage. I came straight from the airport." Mariah swallowed. "I can pull my insurance up on my phone." Tessa's voice stayed flat. "No card at check-in, you wait." Mariah sat. Minutes became hours. Patients who arrived after her were called back. Twice she returned to the desk, pale and sweating. Tessa didn't look up. "Still processing. Sit." Near midnight, Dr. Kincaid strode out, white coat crisp, confidence polished. Mariah stood, dizzy but determined. "Doctor," she called. "Please, I've been here for hours." He looked her over like her clothes were a diagnosis. "We handle real emergencies," he said. "This is one," Mariah replied. "Just check me." Kincaid raised a hand. "This isn't a shelter," he said, voice dripping. "Free treatment is down the street." "I'm not asking for free," Mariah said. "I'm asking to live." Kincaid turned to two security guards. "Escort her out," he said. "She's disturbing patients." "Don't touch me," Mariah warned. They grabbed her anyway. Her phone slipped, cracked on tile, and the room watched as she was dragged through the automatic doors into freezing air. Outside, the guards released her and walked back in. The doors sealed shut. Mariah leaned against brick, shaking, while an ambulance arrived for someone else and the building opened wide. She got home on stubborn will and emergency medication kept for nights she couldn't afford to lose. At 7:12 a.m., sunlight crossed her penthouse floor. The pain dulled, but the insult didn't. Her advisor, Rhea Stanton, rushed in. "You went to the ER and didn't call me?" Rhea said. Mariah's voice was calm. "They refused care, then they dragged me out." Rhea went still. "Who?" "Seaview." Mariah's eyes hardened. "Dr. Nolan Kincaid." Rhea grabbed her phone. "We go public." "No," Mariah stood. "Public gives them a headline. I want the keys." She dialed one number. "Mark, execute the acquisition today, full transfer." Rhea stared. "The hospital deal?" Mariah ended the call. "Yes. That hospital." By 9 a.m., Seaview's boardroom buzzed. Victor Langley, the chief administrator, pointed at a spreadsheet. "Cut the ER budget," he said. "Low-margin cases are drowning us." Kincaid nodded. "Some people confuse hospitals with shelters." The doors opened. Mariah stepped in wearing a tailored black suit, hair sleek, posture steady. Rhea followed with a tablet. The room fell silent. Langley half rose. "This meeting is private," Mariah's voice carried. "Security works for me now, and so does this hospital." Langley blinked. "Excuse me." "As of 6 a.m., Mariah said, Wells Meridian Holdings completed the acquisition of Seaview General. Kincaid's face drained as recognition hit. Mariah placed a photo on the table. Last night, 2 guards gripping her arms, Kincaid watching. "You refused treatment to your new owner," she said. Kincaid tried. "Miss Wells, Dr. Wells," Mariah corrected. "And you're done." She turned to the room. "Dr. Nolan Kincaid is terminated, effective immediately," Langley sputtered. Mariah lifted a hand. "Escort him out." Kincaid threw his badge on the table and was led away. Mariah walked the hospital after, seeing the same intake desk, the same chairs, the same quiet power that decided who mattered. In her office, Rhea pulled up data. Redirect rates are triple for Black and Latino patients. Same symptoms, worse outcomes. A knock came. An older nurse entered, silver hair tight, eyes steady. "I'm Gloria Pence," she said. 34 years on nights. I kept notes because records disappear." She opened a worn notebook filled with names and dates. "They code it non-emergency redirect," Gloria said. "I've watched people die after being turned away." They checked numbers against the notebook. Patients marked left voluntarily. Billing charged anyway. Money routed through subsidiaries tied to Langley. Then Mariah's screen flashed. "Drop the audit or you'll regret it." Rhea whispered, "They're in your system." Mariah took a photo. "Good, now we know they're scared." By morning, the smear began. Edited clips painted Mariah as unstable. Kincaid appeared on TV. "She's attacking medicine," he said. "She's a corporate bully." At 8 a.m., the board tried to suspend her. Langley played concerned. "We have complaints," he said. "We must remove you pending investigation." Mariah returned to her office and found her safe open. The main evidence drive was gone. Ria's phone rang, a distorted voice spoke. "Withdraw the claims. Or careers end, people get hurt." That afternoon, Daniel Kincaid, a medical student, asked to see her. Nolan's son entered with a messenger bag. "I've seen what they do," Daniel said. "I brought documents." He spread coded memos and bonus trackers across her desk, directives that traced back to Langley. Mariah leaned forward. "Will you testify?" Daniel nodded. "Yes." He left. Minutes later, a black SUV rammed Daniel's car in the staff lot, hit again and vanished. Daniel survived barely, blood on the window. "They knew," he whispered. That night, Gloria arrived with one sealed hard drive. "Basement archives," she said. "They locked the worst of it." Near midnight, Mariah returned to Seaview through a staff entrance. The basement smelled of dust. Gloria pulled a box and revealed a drive labeled Incident 1342. Mariah connected it, a password prompt. Gloria said, "Try Langley's number." It opened. Video after video, patients turned away, escorted out, files altered. Then Mariah found her own clip, full audio. Kincaid's voice rang. "We don't treat charity cases here." Footsteps sounded outside the archive door. A light swept under the crack. Mariah copied everything to 2 portable drives, yanked them free, and followed Gloria through a maintenance corridor. Outside, across the street, the same black SUV idled, tinted windows watching. "They're watching," Gloria murmured. Mariah unlocked her car with steady hands. "Let them." 48 hours later, the Virginia State Health Oversight hearing packed the chamber. Cameras lined the walls. Langley testified smoothly, Kincaid beside him, sweating. "This is manufactured outrage," Langley said. "Our care meets standards." Mariah entered in a white suit, Ria and Gloria behind her. "Madam Chair," Mariah said, "I submit new evidence." The first video played. An elderly woman redirected out, collapsing in the parking lot minutes later. Gasps rippled. Then the memos appeared, coded language translated into plain truth. Kincaid cracked. "He ordered it," he blurted, pointing at Langley. "He told us who to turn away." Mariah played the final clip. Her own ER night, full audio. "We don't treat charity cases." The gavel snapped. "Hold them for questioning." Langley stood to flee. Federal agents stepped in. "FBI," an agent said. "Attempted destruction of evidence at Seaview General." Langley froze. By dawn, warrants were signed. Servers were seized. Staff who had been afraid for years finally spoke, one after another, because the videos made denial impossible. Langley was charged on camera, his practiced smile replaced by panic. Kincaid's license was suspended before lunch, and the board that tried to silence Mariah began resigning to save themselves. A month later, the ER doors opened under new rules. A bronze plaque stood where Mariah had once been dragged past it, and it carried a sentence nobody could argue with. "Every life deserves care. No exceptions." From this day on that evening, in the same ER hallway where Mariah had been dragged out, Nolan Kincaid walked past in handcuffs. No coat, no smirk, just a man finally forced to see what he'd done. Mariah said nothing. 3 weeks later, Seaview's sign came down. A new one rose, the Wells Institute for Equal Care. Inside the lobby, new signs hung where indifference used to live. All patients welcome, no exceptions. Gloria became director of patient advocacy. Ria built whistleblower protections. A monitoring system flagged disparities in real time. Daniel recovered and started his rotation at the intake desk where Mariah had been dismissed. He looked up at the next patient and said, quiet and certain, "We will see you now." Mariah watched from the hallway, sunlight on the polished floor. The night they dragged her out, they thought they erased her. By morning, she erased their corruption.